To the U.S. president, modern memory has expressed his faith in God on the campaign trail and his office. If forget that we are a nation under God, then are a nation that goes under, Ronald Reagan said with characteristic wit. Freedom not our gift the world, George W. Bush said. It is God's gift humanity. Barack Obama reminded us. Our job not ask God respond our understanding of truth. Our job is to be faithful to Him, His Word, and His commandments. Greg Mobley for Deseret News. Still, there are signs that religious faith is waning in the country once led by these presidents. According to Gallup, 81% of adults in the United States now believe in God. This is a 6 percentage point decrease from just 6 years ago. In fact, it's the lowest percentage on record since Gallup introduced the survey nearly 80 years ago. Other data suggest a similar conclusion. What do these numbers mean for those currently running for the Oval Office? If the country is becoming less religious, are the candidates too? Or does religiosity still equal votes? We looked at all the major candidates who announced they were running for office, measured their past expressions and public religious practices. Consulting with scholars on religiosity, the pursuit of presidential power, to provide everyone with a look at how belief factors may affect contestants' campaigns and their tenure. Why every candidate? After all, some might say primary is practically over. When Americans vote in the general election on November 5 next year, they'll be choosing between current president and his predecessor. Although the first ballot for the GOP nomination favors former President Donald Trump, there are some candidates who are dining on his leadership, even if others don't have a snowball's chance of beating him in Florida. But taken together, they're all on campaign trail in 2024. A glimpse of what faith looks like and what it might take to hold the highest office in land. The 46th president began his inauguration day on January 20, 2021, in Washington's Street Apostle Matthew. Throughout campaign against Trump, he centralized his Catholic faith, quoting Catholic hymns, paraphrasing the book of Ecclesiastes, and describing upcoming presidency as a time of healing. D.C.er had attended Mass regularly in Delaware for decades. The New York Times called Biden, perhaps the most religiously observant commander in half a century. But when the subject of Biden's faith arises, it inevitably leads to conflict. Biden said he's not big on abortion because of his Catholicism. However, Roe v. Wade and trimester regulatory framework he established were the best way to balance interests of a growing fetus with a woman's autonomy. But refusing to condemn all abortions put him at odds with church leaders, especially the notoriously conservative USA, the Conference of Catholic Bishops, which is threatening to block Biden and other pro-choice Catholics in 2021 from receiving the